I'm 18 years old and I've been dating a girl for about a year and a half, and I'm madly in love with her. Since we've both been dating and we haven't had sex yet, we're both virgins. I respect and value her too much that I haven't even asked about sex. We've joked around about it and such, but we were never really seriously about it. Recently, she's been telling me that she's ready to take it to the next level, and I'm also ready, but my only concern is when the moment happens, I'll pop it off in 30 seconds. I've been trying to train myself to last a little longer, but nothing seems to help. I just want to make this something special for both of us because it's going to be both our first time together. And from following your channel for a while and listening to Painkiller already, you must be a stud in bed. So I know you're the man to come to. I know you're a busy man, but I hope to give this some advice. It would help me out greatly. Sincerely, my first time. So Mrs. Gamertag here asked me to go first on this one. And, first off, I want to say you have an almost ideal first time situation here. You've been dating her for a year and a half. You're both madly in love. You're both, sort of planning this in advance and ready for it. This is the first time that everybody should aspire to. So you're nearly perfect on this thing. The other thing that I want, you're sort of focused on the wrong problem here. You're like, hey, I'm worried that I won't last long enough. I'm worried that I'm not going to be this, sexual guru my very first time. First of all, if you were, she wouldn't even know it. Um, and second, nobody's expecting that. So yeah, I think what you actually want to focus on here your first time is that it's all wrapped up in kind of a moment of love and togetherness and, strengthening the relationship. Sex can be, the cornerstone of intimacy. It can add this like level of feeling and caring and connection that isn't there without sex. No, it's not the only way to get intimacy, but it can be a critical piece of it. And you're about to add that to your relationship. Good. It seems to me that you guys are about ready for this thing. So yeah. You're worried that you won't last long enough, dude. You're 18. Go twice. You'll be plenty long the second time around. You're worried that your technique will be off. My wife's laughing at me over here. You're worried that your technique will be off. Yeah, it will be off. But that's not the big deal, and that's not the point. The point is that the two of you kind of have open lines of communication. That you have a loving relationship. I think probably much more important than getting her off on her first time is being gentle and making her feel loved her first time. So focus on that and you'll be good to go. Let's hear my wife's perspective on this thing.
Okay, so listening to him, it kind of made me laugh and chuckle. But I think that you're going to be awkward and you're going to probably bang heads together, and arms are not going to be coordinated.
Clash teeth.
Clash teeth was always a big one when kissing, and I expect they had the kissing down pat after a year and a half. But these things are not going to work like clockwork, and I think you should make the rest of the package, the whole everything kind of as loving and romantic as you can for each other, because it's going to hurt her. There's no getting around it, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and and she's going to be sore, and you might not make the second time, since you're 18, as good as the first time. But, after a while, it will work like clockwork, and it'll be this wonderful experience. But it might not be that way the first couple times for her. But as long as you tell her, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, she can say no whenever she wants you to stop or take a pause, and kind of respect her and treat her well, everything is going to be absolutely fine.
I'm 16 and gay. Recently, I foolishly hit on my best friend. He took it okay, surprisingly. He didn't punch me or stop being my friend, but he told me he wasn't into that. Actually, it was a really good bonding moment, and me and him got a bit closer as friends. Unfortunately, his girlfriend found out somehow. I know my best friend didn't tell her, but she found out somehow. Anyway, she's been making my life a living hell for the past few weeks. She got all of her girlfriends and their boyfriends to hassle and harass me during school. They steal my stuff, fill my locker with hate mail, and shove me in the halls. They whisper fag under their breath and in general make me feel like crap. My best friend tried to stop it, but it spiraled out of his control. I can't go to the principal because that would just make it worse. I don't know what to do, Woody. I really need your help. All right, so here's another one where Jackie asked me to go first, and she'll go second. The first thing I want to mention is that I really like your buddy. He reacted the same way that I would have, in that, hey, it's not for me, but I'm totally cool. We're still friends. It's all good. I almost appreciate you sharing this with me. And he reacted in the way that I hope the 16-year-old Woody would have. But at 16, he's a super guy, and I really like him. And one of the things I try to instill in my daughter, she's 12, is that, when someone's having a hard time, like the lowest form of human behavior is to pile on top of that guy. A more honorable thing to do would be to offer any protection that you can. And that is who your friend is. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with your choice in friends. He's fantastic. But let's get back on topic. Your situation is why in previous Mail Mondays, I often advise people not to come out in high school. It's not that I don't want you to, it's hard to live a lie. There is no perfect answer in this, but high school kids are oftentimes just not ready to have gay friends and gay associates. And because of that, they behave in a totally inappropriate way, and that really sucks. But now that you're in this situation, I think it's similar to any other bully situation. What do you do? Well, you can spend time with your own friends, travel in groups, things like that, and make it better. You can, be near teachers or, some sort of authority figures, because you're unlikely to run into the same kinds of problems when you're near them that you would when you're alone. Try not to behave in such a way that fuels their desire to give you a hard time, right? You're gay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're flamboyant. For all I know, you're captain of the baseball team. Anyway, that's those are the things that are going through my mind. Don't fuel them. Circle up with your own friends, and if you are in an especially hot time, it doesn't hurt to have a teacher nearby where they look around and say, yeah, now's not the time to be a total jackass. So that's that. And I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to level with your friend's girlfriend and be like, this is who I am. I never wanted any trouble, but you're making my life really hard for me. And if you could stop, that'd be a cool thing. She does have a connection to your friend, so yeah, hopefully she can kind of honor that. And, my friend's friend is my friend. What a beast I am in this game. Anyway, let's hear what Jackie has to say.
So I kind of disagree with Mr. Woody's Gamertag here on some of his advice. I think your friend handled your situation with you hitting on him well, but how come he hasn't dropped this girl like a hot potato? She shouldn't be treating you this way. She shouldn't have all her friends be picking on you. She is not the kind of person he should be dating. He should get rid of her. I don't think talking to her is going to help, because girls are mean and rotten, and they will make your life a living hell. And in high school, I was bullied, and my father always said, if she hits you, you can hit her back. Well, she was bigger than me. That would have never worked.
That's always stupid advice.
It is always stupid
advice.
Like,
really? You didn't think I thought of hitting him? Go on.
So anyway, for 3 months, nobody sat next to me on the bus. Now, it turns out she's recently died, but, that might be karma. But, I hope that there is some adult in your life that might be able to help you in this situation, because I think you do need help in this situation. I don't think you can handle this on your own. I don't think your friend can handle this on your own. You guys are 16. They should not be making your life a living hell in high school. If you can't go to your parents, then I hope there's someone else out there. If it's not the principal, some other teacher that you really like that might be able to help you rectify the situation, because you and your friend can't handle this yourselves. What's going to happen is you'll get into fights. The girl will do something else equally rotten, and someone's going to get beat up, and it's probably going to be you, and that's not fair. You're just living your life, the life the way you need to. And I think that you should find an adult you can trust and go to. And now 2 videos that I haven't seen, because I don't watch his channel. The one on the left looks kind of funny, and the one on the right looks kind of scary. And now enjoy the videos.